Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. So last time we left off, we were just going around collecting all of the animunculi, geoculi, etc. That's kind of our goal, is to finish out collecting as much of the map as possible before we head over to Inazuma, because we're going to need as much strength, stamina, etc. as we can get. And so I figured this would be also a good way to kind of, after we get everything unlocked, I'll be able to do more off-cam, like artifact farming and everything. But if you guys do want to see that on cam, just let me know. But I'll probably do a lot of it off-cam until you guys let me know that. But yeah, so we finished off all of Mondstadt except for a couple of Shrine of Depths. But to do those, we need more of not Heart of Depths, more of the Shrine of Depth keys, which are only found from doing, like, missions and stuff like that. And so, which I'll need to go do those eventually. But they're really not that big a deal. They're just, like, small dungeons. But I'll probably do them on cam at some point. But yeah, so we just have a few more of those to do, but we're going to go ahead and move to Liyue today because we got a lot to do. We have over 50 geoculi we need to find, plus we have tons of waypoints we need to still unlock, on top of needing to unlock some domain stuff still. I think I got all the actual domains, like the ones with artifacts and weapon ascension materials, etc. I just haven't done the ones that are like dungeon ones, I think, or yeah. No, wait, yeah, this one's a dungeon one. I was about to say it didn't look like a dungeon one for a second because I saw the artifacts, and I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong? But yeah, that's gonna kind of be our goal, so yeah. Remember to like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more, but without further ado, let's get into it. And I don't know why I closed that map because I needed it open. So, okay, we're gonna start at the most northern part and just kind of work our way down, because I think that's kind of the best way to go about this. So one that we missed, which I can't believe we missed this, because again, I have been over in this area a lot. Well, one, we missed one right over here. I can see it right there in the middle of this little area. Don't know how I missed that one. Well, it's probably because it looks like there's something in the... I'm supposed to activate that thing in the water, probably. But, checking, I wonder if I can get this with Venti. No, just shy. Not too big of a deal, though, because we have Zhongli, and his pillar should, I believe... Oop, if I can get on this just right. I've got it. His pillar's a little hard to aim sometimes. Oh, come on, seriously, I'm just shy. Oh, nope, that was for the chest. I thought that would be for the geoculi. Oh, well.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Let me just do that. Let me just do this. Venti and Zhongli are a combo that's completely broken. Venti's bad enough, and Zhongli has his own uses, but together they are the most broken combo you'll ever see. So there we go, checkity check. Okay. Yeah, again, the map I'm using is the Genshin Impact Interactive World map. If you just Google that, it should be like one of the first things to pop up. I would give the site, but it's kind of a weird site, like web address and everything. And so it kind of looks funky. So it'd be a little hard to like say the words for you guys to type it in. But anyways, it's probably the #1 suggested one. It's really easy. If you just log in with a Google account too, it's whatchamacallit, it's really easy to track all your stuff because you just click on an item you want to track and you'd be like, oh, mark is found, or you can click, like, one of the things that's really cool is, let's say you have a specific character level up material you're looking for, like, let's say, oh, what's level up material? I'm drawing like a blank. Like the Cecilia flowers for Venti. You could just be like, oh, you go on the map and it has a section for Cecilia flowers, and you just check the flowers and it'll show all the flower locations where they spawn at on the map and everything, and it's like really useful stuff like that. I missed twice. Not once, but twice. Oh dear. Bad slimes.
Solidify!
There we go. Zhongli's pillar should take out the shield, and then I could just bash him in. I thought I should be able to just jump up there. Shouldn't I? Well, that's kind of weird. I just can't just jump up there. Maybe if I'm Zhongli, because he's a bit taller. Because I did find out, this is something that I've known since, like, the game came out whenever it first came out. Man, this is, like, really hard to jump up there. Okay, this shouldn't be that hard. This is something that was discussed a lot whenever the game first came out and everything, and I think it's, like, a really cool little detail. But character height does actually somewhat matter, in a sense. It doesn't have, like, a huge game-breaking type of thing. But it's up there, isn't it? Yeah. But basically, so like if you're standing in water, shorter characters will start swimming faster than taller characters. So taller characters can actually,
Here we go.
the water, basically, they can go deeper into the water before they actually initiate swimming. So that's something that's like really cool and can be really useful too. If it's like you're really close to shore, I just basically suggest swimming as a tall character because basically they'll touch land sooner, so you don't have to worry about running out of stamina so close. Where the heck is... Oh, there it is.
Let's play!
Kind of a weird location, but okay. But anyways, so that's pretty cool, and then there's stuff like, as you saw there, where I just needed a little bit more height, so I made it to where I could get the jump all the way. And it's just little stuff like that. So height does actually make a difference in certain little things. And there's a Geoculite on top of this cliff here, but I'm not sure how to... I don't ever remember getting up on this cliff for anything. It's very out of the way, because it's like, according to the map, there's like nothing else up here. I mean, as you can see there, we're approaching the edge of the map. Okay, look at this, just getting that little bit more stamina. We only got 8 more stamina, but it made like a huge difference. Yeah, this very open plains, there's a Geoculite just randomly back here. This is... I don't remember this. I mean, this is gorgeous. But I don't remember having to come back here for anything. But according to this, you come to the back side of the mountain, and then it's just right here, I think? Yeah, it's like right here. It's gonna pop up any second now. Don't make me look like a liar. Seriously? It shows it's right here. If you look at the map... Or no, it's actually... No, it's right here. It's just a little bit further that way. I'm like at the very edge of the map. It can't be here. Is this even right? Or did it glitch out? Maybe it glitched out. Oh. Yeah, no. Yep. I just realized what I did wrong. There's a side quest that goes under this mountain. Now I remember. I was like, there is no way you need to go back here. There's nothing back here. Yeah, nope. Side quest. Which explains why I can't do that. There's literally a barrier there. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. Sorry about that, guys. I completely forgot about that. Because I'm so used to, you know, my personal account where it's like I've done all the side quests in Leeway and everything, so it's like, oh, there's nothing here. Nope. Obviously, there's, you know, there's a side quest that has something to do that takes you into the mountain and everything, and that'll get you that one. So hopefully we can get... I forgot about that. Some of the Geoculi are tied specifically to you can only get to the areas through a quest in the area. So that's something we really need to keep in mind. What's weird is I could have swore we did this quest. Then again, though, it might have been I've done this quest like multiple times because I've helped other people with the quest too before. So it might just be that I've done this one so many times that it's just kind of... I keep forgetting about it. Let's see. Okay, there should be one, though, however, like, right here? Or is this another one that's kind of, like, down below? They really like these ones that are, like, not where they're supposed to be. Yeah, see, it's down lower. Right? I want to make sure before I go jumping down. Yeah, it's lower. Because I think there's something behind the waterfall? No? Oop, there's
Wouldn't
that
gliding be
guy's.
faster?
Ah, there's one. But that's not the one I was looking for. I'll take it, but it's not the one I was going for. This is gonna get easier and easier, though, as we, you know, get more stamina.
Brace yourselves!
I'm too short for the water. Get him, Fischl. Zap him. Wasn't there 2 guys standing here a minute ago? Day 4, no progress, no idea why the boss is so obsessed with this place. Day 7, boss says she's had an idea, but so far it's mostly to involve her waiting by the rune. Don't ask me what for, because there's a great big rune hunter guarding it, so there's no way she's getting in. Not quite sure how this counts as progress. Yeah, I have done this quest so many times, and it is kind of a pain in the butt because it's not like, it's not super easy. It can actually be quite a pain. It looks like it shows there's one right over here, but where is this one? Or unless is this another one that's inside this cave thing? Yeah, it's another one where it's by the cave thing, which I believe the entrance to this cave is right here behind these vines, yeah. Ooh, whoa. That was weird. Official just completely got stuck. It shows it's like right above me. Ah, there it is. I knew that one of them was at least accessible, so depending on how things go, we might actually use, because like I said, each area has one of the oculi that is just an extra one in case there's one that you couldn't get or whatever.
Barbados.
And so we might actually save this one as our extra, just because I don't want to have to try to figure out how to, do this quest and everything again, just because this quest, like I said, it can be really... It's not like crazy hard, it's just, again, without spoiling too much, it can be... The lead up to it is fun because it's a fun puzzle, but then once you get to the part where you have to do some combat, the combat part is very difficult without the right set of characters. It can be very annoying because it's like a protect objective while also destroying or something. It's not easy. And so if at all possible, I'd rather not have to do it at all, but, sometimes we don't get that choice. Okay, so that's almost all the ones over in this area then, besides, the one under this cave that we gotta do the quest for. I might actually put... Do I have enough to put a quest marker here? Yeah, I'm running a little low on markers. I might have to start deleting the Mondstadt ones here soon. But like I said, I found all the Mondstadt ones anyway, so it's not like it matters. That's another reason I like the interactive map, because the fact that I can mark them off on the interactive map, and then basically I just know, okay, I can remove the markers here, because you can only have a total of 150 markers, which I get why, because they don't want you to basically be filling up your entire,
Let's play.
whatchamacallit. They don't want you to fill up your entire... I know this is probably... I was supposed to light all those fires, but I'm just gonna fly over. Actually, no, you're probably supposed to fly over and then light the fires. But anyways, they probably don't want you filling up your map with a bunch of random markers and everything. And so I get their point for only letting you have so many. But at the same time, it's like, at least let people have, like, maybe, like, 500 or something. If you're going to have each area have over... Well, except Mondstadt. Mondstadt only has, I think it's, like, 65 of the whatchamacallit. I'm going to switch to Amber real quick. Like, 65 of the Animunculi. But all the other locations have over 100, like 130, 181, and then I think 140 or something like that is what all the other areas have so far.
Leave it to me.
So letting you have the ability to have like 100 markers for every map added would make a lot of sense to me. Because it's like, oh yeah, So, but again, that's just my personal opinion on that. I don't know. I might be in the minority for that. I never really looked into how other players have felt about that, but I really like using the map markers, so... For me, it's a little annoying being so limited on them. But again, I can just speak only for myself. I don't know how other players feel about it. Because what's hilarious is whenever I actually first started playing, I never used the map markers. It wasn't until I realized that, oh, the Animunculi, how many of them there are, and that Leeway also had its own and all that stuff, that I realized I probably should have been marking them and everything. Which is also why I recommend very heavily for new players, use the map markers. They are very useful. You want to keep track of all that stuff because you don't want to have to go and be like, oh, I'm only missing like 5, but 5 out of 180, well, which 5 are you missing? Yeah, that can really screw you over. Okay, I hadn't gotten the one at the top of this mountain yet. It looks like, I think that one's at the top of the mountain. Is it the one at the top of? Or... No, I don't think it's at the top of the mountain necessarily. I can't remember. We might as well just head over there. There's no point sitting here and debating it. Don't know why are you climbing that, dude? It's like not even that steep, really. Where are you, you little bug?
Yahoo!
You don't have time for this. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of head this way, because it's supposed to be on top of that mountain. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of bad stuff over here. I thought this would be the quicker way to get up this little cliff, because it seemed like it had more rest areas to climb up at and everything. So I thought, oh, this will be faster, because I can't remember if this one's at the top of the cliff or not. Let's see. Is it at the top or the front? We'll kind of head that direction.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
But yeah, whenever I first started playing, I never used the map markers, and whenever I finally realized that, oh hey, Leeway also has its own Geoculi, which are different from the Animunculi and everything, it really screwed me over, because I was, at that point, I was like, okay, I don't, I'm thinking that maybe it is actually at the top. Which sucks, because I probably shouldn't have gone here. Actually, no, this might have not worked out too bad for me. Okay, good, the Geoculi thing popped up. But yeah, so whenever I figured that out, I was like, okay, this really sucks, because now I gotta figure out which ones in Mondstadt I got. Luckily, I had kind of gone, I just went through and back to all the areas and I noticed which ones I had. And luckily, I figured that out after I had found not too many. I think I'd only found like 20 or 30 something of them, so a little less than half of them. So it was still a pain, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But that's why I'm like, you know, I know people who they've done like, you know, almost all of Mondstadt's and almost all of Leeway's, and they didn't mark any of them. And so it was like, oh, you know, they were screwed, because basically it's like they had to go through either all of them again, or they just had to basically guess and try to remember, and it can be a little complicated. I can't believe I've never actually been up here before. So this actually has to do with that quest we need to do to get into that waterfall. So just a little special thing, but I don't think we've activated that quest yet. Yeah, because if I talk to this, I don't think... Oh, it actually will let me do it. Okay. Well, might as well do it while we're up here so we don't have to come back up here again. Okay, so the way this works, we gotta turn on the... Oh, I skipped through it too quickly. We gotta look towards the wind, so watch each direction. So we gotta go Windswept Rune, which is the Storm Terror's domain. Snowcap Peak, which is Dragonspine. Adepti's Abode, which would be, I think, Mount Hulo, or however you say it. And then the City of Liyue. So basically, so we turn on the ones that are in the direction of those. So this one is pointing at Dragonspine, so this one needs to be turned on. This one is which direction is this one facing in? It's facing this way. Is there anything in this direction? This one is facing in the direction of absolutely nothing, so no, do not turn that one on. This one is facing this direction, which is the direction of nothing. This one is facing the direction of the Adepti domain, so this one needs to be turned on. This one is, I believe, facing the direction of nothing. Yep. This one is facing the direction of also nothing. Wasn't one of these supposed to be facing Liyue? Maybe I missed the Liyue one. Okay, this one is pointing towards Storm Terror. And this one is pointing towards nothing because it's pointing at a rock. Okay, so I missed the Liyue one. Which one of these was pointing towards Liyue? Which Liyue is directly south of here. So this one... Is it this one that's Liyue? Yeah, I think this one's pointing to Liyue, because if I look directly the way it's facing, that's directly at Liyue, so this one. There we go. That's, I think, the first time I ever got it on the first try. What do you mean you can't make sense of it? That was easy. Oh, I guess it's because you gotta do the first puzzle, and then we're supposed to ask around how to do the rest of the puzzles, but... Yeah, so that's basically the puzzle. It's gonna be a lot of stuff like that where you gotta activate these statues in certain orders. We'll probably get to that eventually, because like I said, it's a fun puzzly quest. It's just kind of long, and can be a little annoying because it's kind of difficult once you get to the combat portion of it. Okay, so the next one is going to be right here on this ledge. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, we're soaring with the birds. Oh, I see it. It's right there above all those really nasty shield guys. Yep, there it goes. It just popped up. Hi, birdie. Let's see. So what else is new and exciting? Let's see. Shows I am currently watching. I'm still watching, Parallel World Pharmacy? Is that what it's called, or is it Pharmacy in a Parallel World? I think it's Parallel World Pharmacy. Still watching that. Absolutely. It's getting better and better. I really like it a lot, so that's one I do highly recommend. This should help with other shields. Or not. This will definitely do something.
By royal decree.
I'm gonna squeeze through there, official. You're small enough. But so I've been watching that a lot, really enjoying it. Like I said, each episode gets better and better. I'm getting very invested in the show and I'm enjoying it a lot. And so I highly recommend that one. I'm still watching Black Summer, I think is what it's called. It has its ups and downs. Like one moment I'm like, oh, this show is so good, I'm really enjoying it. And then the next minute I'm like, oop, I didn't mean to go official. That kind of screwed up my rotation there. And so one minute I'm like, okay, the show's going really good, and then the next minute I'm like, okay, it's kind of getting a little boring, or a little like, this is just okay, and then it picks up again, and then kind of drops down again. So it's one of those that I recommend it, but take it with a grain of salt, because it seems to have very highs and very lows, like on its like enjoyment rating. Because some of the cliches in it, I generally enjoy cliches whenever I watch, you know, TV shows, anime, games, etc. I enjoy them because, again, I'm kind of basic that way, but I do actually have a lot, you know, find those enjoyable to watch and whatnot, and I don't have a problem with having, as long as there's not too many cliches, but I don't mind them because it's just like, you know, they're cliche for a reason. They're enjoyed by a majority of people. Okay, the next one's right over here. And so I tend to not have a, I am facing the right direction, right? No, I need to go just a little more this way. And so I tend to enjoy them. And so it's just like, but sometimes the cliches in it are a little like too blaring in your face. And it's not like some where it's like, oh, they're poking fun at the cliche. It's like, no, it's legit how they wrote it. It's like the writing can be a little like basic, I guess. It's kind of, I don't really know how to describe it. So that's when I kind of, you know, watch it. You may like it, you may not. I'm enjoying it to an extent. It started off good and then it got a little slow and then it got good again. So take that as you will. I've been re-watching some stuff too. I actually started watching Steven Universe again, which I really love that show. I know there's some controversy over the show due to, you know, how toxic the fan base can be from that show. So don't get me, I'm not one of those people that's like, you know, ooh, you know, gotta feel this way about it or that way, or, you know, not one of those toxic fan base people. I'm more of a enjoy the content that you enjoy kind of person. So, and it's a show that I got into really late, actually. I didn't actually start watching that show, I think, until, like, 2018, I think. It was, like, what got me interested in it, and this is slight spoiler, so if you haven't seen too much of the show, I'll try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, but basically, you know, again, you don't want spoilers for a show that is kind of old, but not, like, super old. Just keep that in mind. But, anyways, I saw a friend of mine was posting on Facebook, he was posting, like, clips from the new episodes as they were coming out and everything. And so I was like, oh, I was just kind of watching them on Facebook, like, oh, okay, well, let's, you know, I've never seen the show, so let's see what this clip is. And it was clips from, they were really, like, heavy marketing the wedding episodes that were coming up and everything. Okay, the next one is right here at this little peak here. And so he was posting the clips and episodes and everything. Like, actually, I think it was the full-length episodes, because Steven Universe episodes, if you don't know, are only, like, 10 minutes long each episode. They're really short, which is good. You can binge quite a few of them and feel like they pack a lot of story in 10 minutes. But anyways. And so, he was posting those, and so I saw the wedding stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. And I was really invested in the wedding scenes for some reason. I was like, I really like the storytelling going on around there. So that I never really knew what the show was about, and I'd heard, you know, I tried to get into it before, but not watching it yet, but just kind of did some research on it. And that's whenever I found the fandom, and, you know, the fandom for Steven Universe can be a little toxic. And so, basically, I didn't really get into it because I was just like, okay, the fan base kind of turned me off from it. And so, but after watching the clips and everything, I was like, I think this looks like a really good show. So I finally decided to give it a try. And yeah, the first couple episodes were a little weird. Like, the whole first season kind of feels strange. Not so much like disconnected or anything, but it's like, it feels like it's trying to figure out what it wants to be, which it kind of did apparently, because the show wasn't supposed to have a overarching story, apparently. It was actually, Cartoon Network apparently only approved it to be like one-shot Adventure Time style things, which, you know, Adventure Time eventually became, you know, overarching story and whatnot. And so Steven Universe kind of went through the same process of it and everything. And so it feels very disconnected but connected in the first few, but then you find that everything plays together, and it ends up being, I absolutely love the show. It's one of my favorite shows. So, you know, take that as you will. So I've been rewatching it, and I do highly recommend it. Don't let the fandom ruin it for you. Don't let them dictate, you know, how you feel about it or anything like that. Okay, I think I might have already got the one here, and I just forgot to mark it, because it says it should be floating right above this tree stump. So I'm guessing I got it, and I just never marked it. Well, that's on me. Might as well put a marker here. But so I've been rewatching that. Like I said, I really enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the games that they made for it, too. The games are pretty good for it. And so I've also played Multiverses. You know, they added Steven and Garnet to Multiverses. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, so I actually really like the show and everything. Again, I recommend it. Just don't get too invested in the fandom unless you're okay with some sort of toxicity. And I wish I could say that only a small portion of the fandom is like that, but there is actually quite a large portion of the Steven Universe fandom can be very, very toxic, especially to new people, it seems like. It's kind of weird. Ooh, an axolotl. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been watching recently. I think we're gonna be right next to a statue. I should have just stopped at the statue and gave my things to that, because I think we're getting ready to end the episode. So let's go ahead and drop off what we've collected. Sweet, and we're gonna get a level, which means more stamina. Sweet, now we got 216. I like the fact too that whenever you turn these things in, the statue like rebuilds itself. I think that's such a cool concept as you're watching it like put back together and everything as you're fixing it up. There we go. So we have 216 stamina now. Look at that stamina bar. That is nice. We're going to be able to sprint so much longer. Okay. And do we have enough for any wishes? We do not, but that is no big deal. So we are going to go ahead and call this part here. In the next part, we are going to continue doing more of this. I know this is probably kind of boring, but we're getting a lot done, and we're kind of discovering stuff. We're filling stuff out. We're getting things collected. We're not really doing much in the collection process of like getting stuff for leveling up characters necessarily. Well, I mean, we are collecting books and some smaller artifacts and whatnot, but it's going to be a long process. I'm going to try to do most of that other stuff off cam. Unless you'd like to see it, let me know if you'd like to see me doing, you know, domain grinding and whatnot. But, and let me know too if you want to see like a special episode. I don't mind doing like, you know, with like I did for my Ghostwire Tokyo, where I did like an hour, 2-hour long episode of just like, you know, a very specific thing. I don't mind doing that. So if you want me to do like a special long episode of me grinding out artifacts or grinding weapon ascension materials, etc., just let me know. But yeah. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, remember to like it, comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!